in film, a major aspect that is a part of it is the setting. Now, setting is more than just one thing. Setting is a combination of location, the time, and actual buildings that make up a film. But what does setting mean to film society and culture as a whole? Do certain films with certain settings invoke a different response in ourselves as opposed to films with other kinds of settings? This is the question I'll be researching. While I'm researching this question, I do have a target audience in mind, and that is just film viewers in general. Meaning, if people have watched films, that is what this topic is going to be posed. How have they reacted to certain films and to certain genres? Or is just the setting of film just a part that really doesn't matter and can just kind of go to the wayside? Now, I started researching this question and I actually found really interesting information. One of the, if not the most prolific genre in film currently is the Western genre, which to this date has over 300 films are considered what is to be a Western film. And is it just because we like Western stories that go with it, or is it much more of we like the Western style and the setting that is the Wild West with all the old building, the horses, the desert, the old dirty saloons? And that's what got me excited while continuing to explore the topic was, is it just society actually enjoys like looking at the setting as a whole as opposed to just the stories behind it? But then I started thinking to myself, well, maybe it's just this genre has good storytelling and that's why people watch it. So I started going down the rabbit hole with other genres too. And I started to piece together that there are other genres that are really prolific, just like the Western, and those genres are sci-fi, science fiction, and the fantasy genre. And both of these genres have something very common, very similar, and are close with the Western genre, which is the fact that both of these genres have recognizable settings, and sometimes even iconic settings. And so then I looked into box office, and the box office for these genres of films are huge. These are the films that are making the money. These are the films that people want to go see. And so I was looking into it and comparing it to the settings, to films where the settings is very kind of normal and if at times just a normal day-to-day life. And these sci-fi and these fantasy and westerns, they blow these films out of the water. And it got me thinking, and it was making me really excited about this topic, was setting actually, from what I'm seeing, is setting does invoke a response. It invokes you want to see something that we're not seeing on a day-to-day basis. And it just makes us, and it draws us into these films and into the worlds that these filmmakers are creating, and it makes us just want to know what is going on within this setting, this world that they are creating. But this research isn't fully answering my question by any means. I still have a lot more research to do, and because setting just can be maybe a small aspect of it. So I'm going to do more research and update hopefully in the near future on what is film culture being affected by when it comes to setting, and how is setting affecting film culture as a whole. And I will be updating really soon.